So this morning, my wife and daughter were flying from Cincinnati, Ohio to San Francisco, California on Delta, 7:20 a.m., gate B21. So they tell everybody to line up for first. So my wife gets in line, and the guy working the gate at B21 Cincinnati Airport asked my wife, "Oh, are you in first?" And my wife said, "Yeah, I am." And then my wife said, "Are you not going to ask the guy behind me?" And he goes, "No." My wife said, "Why?" He said, "Because I don't feel like it." Now my wife's a black lady. The guy behind her was a white dude. And the ticket agent was a white dude. But he asked the black lady, "Are you in first?" But not the white dude. So Delta, I have almost 3 million miles with you. When you see this lady, that's my wife. She flies first. Don't ask.
Gary Owen, you're still not invited to the barbecue. I don't give a damn how long you've been married to your ghetto gaggle. You're still not invited to the party. You're not invited to the cookout. None of that. Okay, for those who don't know who that dude is, that's the comedian Gary Owens. Now see, I think he's been in the game for well over 30 years, but I think due to his content or due to the fact that he's not up to he doesn't meet certain criteria or certain credentials, he's been subjugated to only doing to black comedy clubs. I've seen him do a couple of comedy routines in front of a white audience, but it doesn't click like when it does with in front of a black audience. I mean, because because all Gary Owens talks about is being married to a black girl, or talking about his biracial children. Or talking about his biracial children. That's what his comedy is based around. But see, Gary Owens, he's a typical white dude who's gotten comfortable because of who he's surrounded with, or who chose to welcome him into their circle. Gary Owens, he feels that this is what he said: "I can talk about black issues if I want to. I'm married to a black woman. I got two half black kids." And that really doesn't give you any carte blanche. Just because you're married to a black woman, just because your kids are half black, does not give you any pull to say what you want to say about the black community. Because at the end of the day, he's still a white man. At the end of the day, he can play that white card anytime he wants to. It doesn't matter who he's married to. And just because you're married to a black woman, that don't mean jack squat. That don't give you the pull to say what you want to say about our community when you still have no relevance to the black community. Hell, I've had sex with 3 white women, but I don't have access to those 3 white women's a father's bank account. Hell, so what does that tell you? So what does that tell you exactly? He was talking about how the ticket holder had asked his black wife for a ticket or whatnot, but then it asked the white guy behind her, and she said, "Aren't you going to ask him?" She was like, "No." See, it's quite obvious. It's to all you sisters that like to swirl. Just because you're a white man, just because you're with a white man doesn't mean you're going to be treated any differently than if you was with a black man. Because a lot of you sisters who swirl, you automatically assume that's going to put you in the elite class with your white zaddy. And in many cases, it don't. Say, for example, Roxy Roker. Hold on. This is a brief example. Roxy Roker, the late Roxy Roker, who was the mother of the rock star Lenny Kravitz, was when she was married to her white husband, who happens to be Lenny Kravitz's father. This is what Lenny said. They would go to go check in at a hotel, and then they would tell his father that prostitutes weren't allowed in the hotel. They automatically assumed, due to the fact that she was black and he was a white, that she was a prostitute and that she wasn't allowed in the hotel. So that right there goes to show you, it's not going to grant you access to the VIP section. But as far as I'm concerned, I still can't rock with Gary Owen. Like Gary Owen has gotten way too comfortable. He, like him, Michael Rappaport, and a few of these other appropriators think they're in and can say what they want to say. But like what I also got to say about this subject, he's put in this category. He also put himself in this category where like he finally came to the realization that black people not making this stuff up. But like he probably would notice that if he was with a white woman. But since he's with his black wife, he's starting to all of a sudden feel offended by it. When you should have known this was already coming, or this was already set. But now that you're with your black wife, and you see what black people are going through, or have gone through, and are still going through this very day, it's starting to finally click. I think it's finally starting to click, or is it? But like I said, Gary Owens, you're still not invited to the cookout.